everyone, this is Sid here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be drawing the 3 V's from HAZBIN Hotel, but as dragons. So, that will be pretty cool. If that sounds interesting to you, then please stay tuned and stick around. And without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? So basically, the first one that I'm going to be drawing today is Vox, and Vox is the, computer demon type person. He has his own, little hellish TV show where he has the news, and he's basically, a news reporter, but I feel like he's a very interesting character. He has a really cool song, he has a really cool vibe and aesthetic, he has lots of pet techno sharks, and he has a very intense relationship with Alistair, who was actually his rival, arch nemesis, enemy. So yeah, I don't really know exactly what the history between him and Alistair is, but Alistair does mention that he asked him to join his team, but Alistair said no, and that's what made him really, really upset. So, I wonder if there's any sort of relationship there. I've heard rumors where Vox has been in love with Alistair, but I don't know if that's entirely true. You know, the shipping network for Hell of a Boss and HAZBIN Hotel is, so incredibly intense. Basically, everyone is shipped with everyone else, so I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest, but I don't know. Currently, he's shipped with Valentino, but I just think he's a really cool character. First of all, because I like how he's very, very, smart and analytical, you know? Lots of people in this series are just very, violent and chaotic, Nifty or Alistair. Alistair is very smart, but he's just, incredibly intense, you know? But Vox is a lot more, cold and calculating, you know? So he has a very intelligent, intellectual type personality, and I feel like he stays very calm under pressure usually, and he has a very good fake facade, you know, sort of since he's on air all the time, he wants to keep up his public reputation of being this nice, charismatic type person, but it really just shows how much Alistair irks him, because even though he is such a strong person at keeping himself looking good in the public eye, Alistair just really gets under his skin and itches him to death, you know? So yeah, I think that's very cool. I love Vox's aesthetic, because lots of demons in this show actually have very, very similar color palettes, and that was one of my complaints in my most viral video. The problems with HAZBIN Hotel character design is that lots of the characters from the show have very, very similar designs, especially with all the colors. People have commented on that video, it's just because all of them live in the Pride ring in HAZBIN Hotel, and they live in other rings in Hell of a Boss, so there's more variations, but I still feel like there should be more color in HAZBIN Hotel, because usually we just get red, white, and pink, but Vox has lots of blue, which I think is really cool because it gives off more of a modern aesthetic. I feel like lots of the characters have very I don't know necessarily old, but I know Angel Dust is from the 1940s, I think Husk is from the 1960s or something like that. I know lots of them are from older times, but Vox definitely looks a lot newer and younger, you know? Especially compared to Alistair, because, you know, Alistair has the radio and all that stuff. He's more antique and old, and then Vox is more of a new person who's always changing up his formats and trying to fit the new trends and all of that great stuff. So I feel like he's basically a YouTuber at this point, because YouTubers always try to adjust their content to match the ever-changing algorithm, and Vox seems to be trying to change his format to match what is currently new and trending in the Helliverse. So yeah, I really enjoyed all of his blue colors. I thought it was a nice break from all of the red and white and pink, and I gave him some pretty cool patterns. My favorite thing about drawing these dragon designs is that in addition to just changing the shape of their body and making them look more like a dragon, I get to decide what sort of thing goes on their wings. And since Vox actually does not have any wings, I decided to make a whole new original pattern. Basically, I decided to do a red Wi-Fi pattern, you know? Sort of how they have the 3 waves of Wi-Fi to show how well your connection is. And I also decided to draw some little lightning bolts to symbolize all of the electricity, you know? So all those vibes of machinery and mechanical parts, technology, and yeah, I feel like all that symbolizes Vox very, very well. I shared these drawings earlier because I did draw them a while ago, back in like December of 2024. It's been like 2 or 3 months since then, but when I showed this drawing at first, Sylvia commented and said that the face was kind of unsettling her because of the way that I drew the box head and then like the snout coming out of it, but I didn't really know how else to draw like the dragon head on the box shaped face, you know? So if it unsettles you, I'm sorry, I completely understand, because it does look a bit interesting, but I mean, they're demons, right? That's the whole entire point. So yeah, the next demon I'm going to be drawing is Velvette, and Velvette is very, very cool. She is very bossy and sassy queen, and I think she's mainly like the social media promoter for the 3Vs, so she manages all of like their Instagram pages and all of that great stuff. I didn't mention this earlier, but I feel like the puns and jokes in HAZBIN Hotel are pretty good. They always get a good laugh out of me, and I think they're very, very goofy and silly, while also remaining very demonic and hellish in nature. But I like her color palette as well, because in addition to having her like normal blacks and whites and emo goth girl colors, she has her pink instead of the bright, vibrant red. So I think her original design was very, very different from this. She looked a lot more like a princess or something, or like a doll, which sort of leads me to believe that she's some sort of fashion designer, but I don't know if she's actually a fashion designer. I like to headcanon that she has like fashion designing as one of her extra hobbies and interests, but I think she looks very, very cute. She wears many different outfits throughout the show. She has different little things that she wears. So one of her outfits has hearts on her chest. I decided to incorporate hearts as a good motif throughout her design, and I put some hearts on her wings as well as on her face. So yeah, I think she looks very, very cute like that. And I of course had to draw her amazing hair. I love all the hairstyles in this because they're also like big and expressive, and they're just very, very extreme, which I feel like goes very well with all the cartoons. You know, the thing about animation is that you don't have to go small, you can go big if you want to. So that's why I like all these designs, is because they're all very loud and proud, you know, and they're just going 101% all in, you know? So I think that's very, very cool. I love her hairstyle with like the white streaks and the pigtails, and I think she looks very, very cute, as well as being a complete slay queen in her song against Carmilla Carmen, Respectless. I have that song playing like full blast in my head all the time, and whenever my mom says, "You need to change your attitude, Sydney," I want to be like, "You've got it twisted. I'm not the one who needs a new attitude.
You've got it twisted. I'm not the one who needs a new attitude."
But I have to resist the urge all the time. It's just so funny. I feel like the songwriting in HAZBIN Hotel is just absolutely amazing, because I feel like all the rhymes are very well done. It's very witty and clever, and yeah, I feel like Disney could honestly learn something from HAZBIN Hotel songwriting, because Disney's songwriting department has basically gone out the window with all these crazy songs like "I Always Wanted a Brother,"
I always wanted a brother, I always wanted a brother, I always wanted a brother just like you,
from The Lion King. So they could definitely use some of HAZBIN Hotel's tips and tricks. But anyways, the next dragon I'm going to be drawing is Valentino, and Valentino is the last of the 3Vs. He's actually the only one who doesn't get his song, which is kind of strange. I feel like there are key moments to highlight the other Vs, and Valentino doesn't really get much of a highlight except being Angel Dust's abuser, which I know is very, very extreme and intense, but I do kind of want to see more of what Valentino is like as a person, like what led him to do such evil things. I know obviously they are evil because they are demons, but I feel like villains aren't born, they are made, so I'm wondering like why he chose to go down such a dark and demonic path, you know? I feel like he looks very cool though. He has a very cool aesthetic and vibe. Just like Velvette, he changes his outfit a few times. He has like his Hollywood producer outfit, and he has his like fur coat outfit, so I think it looks very cool. My little design right here is just an amalgamation of all sorts of things. He is based on a moth, and he actually does have wings characters in the show, so it didn't have as much creative liberty there. I had to go with the moth wings that he normally actually has, but I feel like he looks very cute because I feel like his actual self, his face looks a lot like a dragon, because a lot of the characters in the show have very big toothy smiles, and I feel like he is not an exception. So he has his cool little heart-shaped sunglasses and his big toothy grin with his golden tooth and his nice hat. Valentino is actually a very tall character. I'm pretty sure he's like 9 or 10 feet tall. I don't know why the demons in the show are so extremely tall, but he's a very tall boy. And I like all of his purples and stuff. All of the V's have very cool colors, you know, like Vox has his blue, Velvette has her pink, and Valentino has his purples, you know? So yeah, I feel like even though the reds and whites and pinks all make the designs a little bit samey, I feel like the 3 V's all look very cute together because they all have such different vibes and aesthetics, you know? Like, as I said earlier, Vox has more of a modern day aesthetic with all of his technology and machinery, and Velvette has more of like a doll aesthetic, sort of like a spunky, emo, and goth girl teen aesthetic, and Valentino has more of like this lovecore, evil Hollywood producer vibe. So I think that they all look very, very cool together. And I love how, in addition to being tied together with their appearances and their namesakes, they're all part of the like content producing medium in some way, shape, or form, you know? Like how Vox is of course, TV reporter, Valentino is a producer, and Velvette is a social media manager, but they all fall under the category of like content, so that's very, very cool. But yeah, basically that is it for Valentino, and I bet you guys all thought this video was done because those are all the 3 V's, but I actually have one more design I'm going to show you in this video, and that is Sir Pentious. Because even though Sir Pentious failed to impress the 3 V's, he did impress me. He is my sweet little baby boy. He can never do anything wrong. I love him so, so much. He is so sweet and adorable. He's so wholesome. I love him. I love him so much. He's just so funny and silly, and so, like, I don't know. He's so unaware, so naive, so innocent. He definitely deserves to be an angel. I'm so glad he got to go to heaven in the end. Because, I mean, I don't know what he did wrong, other than just being, like, very goofy and overall goober, you know? Because he loves his egg boys, that's all I know. And he just wants to have his inventions succeed and be a successful creator. And he wants to have Cherry Bomb, which I think is also very sentimental. He's just a very cuddly boy. I just want to go and give him a hug, you know? And yeah, for all that he's been through, being through hell and back, quite literally, and having to face the wrath of the 3 V's, and not being accepted in heaven. I want to get more of Sir Pentious into his storyline in season 2. This one I'm really looking forward to, seeing like how he adjusts to life in heaven as the first like redeemed sinner, you know? I bet it'd be pretty important, you know? It's a pretty big achievement, pretty big milestone. But I just love Sir Pentious. A thing that I love about him in particular is his gold in his color palette. I think it looks very, very interesting having like the yellow and black. It goes well together. And I do like how, even though Sir Pentious does not have wings per se in the actual show, he does have like the hood of his like, I don't know how you describe it, because, you know, Sir Pentious is a snake. He's based off of snakes, and he has the whole entire snake motif. But I don't know what type of snake he is, but, you know, cobras have that, like, hood that flares out around their necks. So his hood has lots of, like, red eyes on it, so I just drew lots of red eyes on his wings. So, yeah, I think it looks very, very cute. I just drew him in this adorable little pose where he's hugging his little egg boy. I think he looks just so sweet and cute and adorable and innocent. He is my precious little baby boy, and yeah, no one is going to change my mind. Sir Pentious is like my second favorite character under Lucifer and Alistair. I also really like Husk. Those are my like 4 main favorites. I don't know. I like all the guys in the show a lot more than I like the girls. But yeah, they're all just so sweet and wholesome. You can't not love them. But yeah. Anyways, that actually is the end of this video. We are wrapping things up. So sad to be parting. I know. But if you want to stay tuned and stick around for more videos like this, then please make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below, because That will help you to get notified every single time that I post a new video, and it will also help to support and encourage me, as it will boost my YouTube channel into the algorithm so that I can get more views and I can get more people on my side. As an artist, I always love it when other people in the artist community get to see my artwork. It means so much to me, and I really appreciate it. I post videos very frequently. I post long form videos multiple times every single week, usually every 2 to 3 days, and I post short form videos every single day. So no matter what, I can almost guarantee that you will always have something fun and interesting to watch, and you will never be bored. But yeah, if you want to support me even further on my artistic journey, then please click the links in the description box down below. Those will take you to my Instagram page, my Pinterest page, and other social media accounts. I have a lot less followers on there than I do here on YouTube, so each and every one of y'all would mean so much to me. But yeah, are you a HAZBIN Hotel fan? Which of these designs did you like the most? Comment down below. And if you want to go watch more, I do have some more videos. I have part 1 drawing HAZBIN Hotel characters as dragons. That one features Charlie, Vaggie, Lucifer, and Alistair. And I have part 2 of drawing HAZBIN Hotel characters as dragons, and that one features Angel Dust, Husk, Cherry Bomb, and Nifty. So if those videos sound interesting to you, then I'll have links to those in the description box down below, as well as a video about how I do not like the HAZBIN Hotel character designs, my most viewed video on my YouTube channel. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you all guys all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Always remember that I love you, and goodbye, eat more waffles, and peace out.